Well, let's speak now to Taha Özhan, who's a coordinator with the SETA Foundation, a non-profit research institute. He joins me from Ankara. What do you make of Abdullah Gül's statement, first of all, that the possibility of civil war could take place similar to the one in Syria?
We should understand what Prime Minister and other Turkish leaders, President and the Foreign Minister, said about Egyptian coup d'etat and what happened after coup in a historic context. Turkey suffered too much through coups in the past, and Turkey paid high prices. Thousands of people killed, hundreds of thousands of people arrested, tortured, unknown killings. These are all took place in Turkey. So when Turkish Prime Minister is giving a reaction or President giving a reaction, you should understand they are talking from that background, that very painful past. What's happening today is Turkish leader Erdogan, who was one of the first leaders in the world, supported revolution after January 25th, when Mubarak was ousted. And they took that position in that revolution process, and today again Turkey differs from rest of the world and taking another position openly, bluntly against coup d'etat. And you're right, this process may get into even more bloody in the sense of Syria, because Turkey really afraid of in a very limited time coup regime versus people may replace itself, certain segments of society crashing or clashing with other segments of the society, and it may easily take Egypt within the context of SINA, armed groups, different parts of the society, remnants of the regime, Islamists and etc. into a civil war.
And Turks, they must be watching this extremely closely, because the Turkish government is also calling for an emergency debate at the United Nations.
That's right. I think Turkish government and Turkish leaders, tried too much last 1.5 months with US administration and EU leaders, at least do not give any legitimacy to coup regime. But unfortunately, US government, not calling Egyptian coup as a coup, gave legitimacy and green light for Sisi coup regime to do these massacres. And I believe Turkish government is pushing for UN Security Council at least provide some kind of international pressure on Sisi regime at this moment to stop these massacres. It's a questionable thing because it didn't take place in Syria, and unfortunately the actors who did prevent what happened in Syria in UN Security Council may play same role in UN Security Council for Egypt. This unfortunately means more chaos, more blood and more uncertainty for the future. And also, not only calling for UN Security Council, but Turkish Foreign Minister and other actors within Turkish government also offering a roadmap, and that roadmap is quite clear. Do something for Morsi. He should be released, and there should be a technocratic government, and that should be taking Egypt into elections, both parliamentary and presidential, immediately, as soon as possible. I think this is the only roadmap, a solid roadmap can be implemented in Egypt. I hope, and Turkish government hopes, international actors, international institutions, and especially EU and the United States support this idea, and somehow we stop the bloody process at this moment in Egypt.